last time, and away so far, but not entirely off of the map, in the town known as Bethlehem, there lived a little girl who spent most of her time in the stable of her family's inn. "I love this stable," she would say. "It's so peaceful here. I love all the wonderful animals. I love the smell of bins of grain. I love the taste of fresh spring water, and I especially love soft, comfortable new hay." As she became a little older, her parents felt they needed to give her chores to do. Her father wanted her in the kitchen to learn what little girls should learn, but her mother thought differently. "Why fight it?" she said to the father. "She's always in the stable anyway." The father agreed, smiling, and so the little girl who loved the stable became Little Stable Tender, taking care of all the animals at the inn. She was so happy. Every day she would softly sing a song as she worked, and it went like this: "Here in my stable it's always warm, and animals listen to all that I say. Work's like a dance that I can perform to be happy all of my day. It's peaceful all of my days." One day, late in December, a north wind blew chilling air into the inn's small stable. Little Stable Tender had chores to finish before she could go home and enjoy her hot dinner, but she knew the animals still needed to be fed, and each one had their own manger where she placed their food. So she fed the animals grain from the bins, she brought them fresh spring water to drink, and then she laid out soft, comfortable new hay in all the stalls for the animals' bedding, and to eat too. Thinking her work now complete, she left the stable just as a strange light began to filter across her face. Stopping to see what it could be, glancing upward, she saw an amazing star shining brighter than any star she had ever seen. But it was cold, and her thoughts returned to the hot dinner waiting for her at home. As she skipped along, she wondered, something is not done. Back home at the dinner table, sitting with her family, the innkeepers, she searched her mind, retracing each chore she had done. What was it that still needed doing? Did she give all the animal grain from the bins to eat? Yes. Did she give all the animals fresh spring water to drink? Yes. Did she put soft, comfortable new hay down for their bedding? Yes. What was it then? She pondered. Maybe it was just the shivery cold evening breeze, but she had a strange feeling that night would be a very special night. All at once, she remembered what still needed to be done, and Little Stable Tender rushed out the door. Hurrying down the cobblestone path leading to the stable from the inn, running as if that improbable star was drawing her to it, she headed straight to the manger reserved for visiting animals. It was just as she thought, empty. Most visitors had donkeys, and she knew donkeys loved to eat hay. So she gathered soft, comfortable new hay and spread it very evenly, very carefully, all across the empty manger's length. Satisfied she had completed her day's work, she then turned to leave. As she did, that spectacular star's light grew brighter and brighter, and suddenly there before her appeared a young couple with a donkey, who silently passed by and settled themselves down for the night, huddled by the manger Little Stable Tender had just prepared. She didn't ask why they were there. She knew many travelers were in town and looking for shelter on that cold December night. They all were there for the census taking, the counting of all the people. The inn being full, she was certain her parents offered the couple their stable. The star lit little stable tender's steps home, and seeing all of her family was now in bed, she went to bed too. Later that night, something woke her up. She lit a candle and went to the window of her bedroom to look down upon her stable. She noticed movement in that glowing night's light. A shepherd boy she knew was there, and also 3 dazzling, wise-looking men who had camels carrying mysterious things. The little stable tender thought to herself, they must have traveled from very far away. She also saw a newborn baby, bundled snugly in cloth and nestled in the soft hay she had placed in the manger. As she gazed down on the stable, the young couple, the shepherd boy, and the 3 dazzling, wise-looking men all looked up at little stable tender, looking down at them from her window. Then, together, they all smiled a grateful, knowing smile. It was such a beautiful, tender scene. Little stable tender happily returned the smile. But it was late, so she blew out the candle and went back to her soft, comfortable bed and fell fast asleep. That special December night, the miracle Christ child lay sweetly in a bedding of soft, comfortable new hay, in a manger, in a stable, in the town of Bethlehem, and choirs of angels singing lulled the baby Jesus and little stable tender to sleep with this song. Here in her stable, it's always warm, and people should listen to all that we say. Love's like a dance that you can perform to be happy all of your day. He brings peace for all of your days.